most common reasons a Pontiac G5 AC wouldn't be working would be a refrigerant leak, climate control issue, or a problem with the air conditioning compressor. Here you can read the description of the potential problems, as well as the estimated cost for the repairs. Since a refrigerant leak is the easiest problem to fix and probably the cheapest, I'm going to start with that. They make an auto air conditioning leak sealer and conditioner that has a reusable rechargeable hose. This basically seals any leaks in the system. It'll add more refrigerant and it'll help out, the life of the system. You'll want to locate the vehicle's low side service port. It's under this guard and it's covered with a plastic cap. Remove the cap and you can see the silver connector right here. This is the only port that the recharge hose will connect to. You can connect the quick coupler to the low side service port by pulling the connector ring back as you push the coupler into the service port. Make sure it locks into place. You'll hear an audible click and it won't fall off when properly connected. Next, start the engine and turn the air conditioner to maximum cool. You'll want to push this snowflake on the dash in and then turn the dial all the way to the cold and the fan all the way up. Close the passenger compartment. Using the chart, determine the correct low pressure in accordance with the ambient outside temperature. Turn the push button counterclockwise to unlock. You can then add refrigerant by pushing down on the push button. You want to look at the gauge the entire time. You don't want to go in the red. Keep it in the green. Recharging can take several minutes, so you don't want to overcharge. You want to check the pressure every 10 to 15 seconds. When you have the correct fill and your air conditioner is blowing cold, you can then disconnect the quick coupler and then store this in a safe, dry place. So a few other things I'd like to touch on is when you're connecting the coupler, you depress it and then you really got to push and like wiggle to get it on there. It takes quite a bit of time and it's such an awkward angle. It can be challenging, but you only need to make sure that it's snapped on and that it doesn't remove. It recommends that you take the can, you kind of swirl it around as you're depressing that port. Watch the gauge, right? The thing I ran into was that the max air conditioning was not on, and so the gauge was reading like 65 in the red. And so you have to make sure that snowflake is pushed so maximum air is on. And then it dropped all the way down to like 35, and it allowed me to put in the entire can. Plus, it could probably use like another half a can of refrigerant. Something else to be mindful is like if it stays in the red and it's not venting, it's full. The system's full, and that's not the issue. It's something else. So this is probably just the cheapest way to check. $40. I'll put a link in the description. Any other questions or comments, put below. I appreciate it. Thanks.